Hello, hello. It is Snipes back with a Wolfpack versus Order 66 game. Monarch versus Yoann. Starting with Johann, he's playing FO. He's using Major Von Reg with the Magpulse version and Fanatical Proud Tradition. Kylo with Concussion Missiles, not Ion Missiles, Instinctive Aim and Brilliant Evasion. Ember with Fanatical, Pattern, and Proud. Zeta, and then Scorch, the best FO ship in the game. Best 3-point in the game. Moving over to Republic, we have Anakin with hull upgrade, just a very reliable overall ship. Rick Ole with plasmas and R2C4. R2C4 is probably my favorite droid to put on Rick. Plasmas is okay. I can definitely understand it, especially when you're fighting a bunch of shielded ships. Wolf is with 3PO. It's the defensive version, but it really does make him a whole lot more tanky, and it allows him to use his calculates not only for defense but offense a little bit more effectively, because generally you're not rolling too many eyeballs. Then we have X with barrage rockets, the 6-hole version. And then finally Tucker also with barrage rockets, and he has dedicated. We're on Scramble the Transmissions, with the majority of Republic heading towards poor old Kylo. I don't think he's going to stay there. Going on to round 2. Let me just post my link and let people know that there is a game being played. I believe this is game 5. I could be wrong. I'm just going to say it's game 5. If I need to change it, I can change it. Kylo did the decloak. Tucker did a bank in. Oh. X landed on the cloud. Did a 2 bank. Thankfully didn't hit the cloud, so he should be fine. Or I mean, he didn't take damage from the cloud, so he should be fine for this turn, but he is going to be taking a lot of shots. Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Yep. It's fine. I enjoy doing it anyways, since I like watching the X-Wing, and then also then people get to see it. Helps the draft league. Nice move by Kylo. Probably will boost jam to the left. And I think what you do here is you jam yourself on the off chance Anakin takes. Oh, does the boost rotate? Okay. I might have done the boost focus, or he doesn't have boost focus. I would have probably done the boost jam to stay safe. But we see a self bump as well. Takes a damage onto Rick. Tried to do the 3 hard. No, the 3 bank. Okay. Did take a damage that time. And this is game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be game 6, actually. and this could be a deciding game. If Wolfpack wins this game, they win the week. If Order 66, it goes to a game 7. I'm surprised Anakin did the one hard in, given where Kylo was heading. Takes the lock onto Ember. Mag Pulse by Von Reg. It is obstructed, so Anakin will still get 3. Only 2 hits. Anakin will spend a force and be safe from the Mag Pulse. Yeah, I think something just went a little wrong with the dials. He might have misdialed in all honesty. The 2 bank might have been for Rick. Not sure. 1 shield on Ember. He only rolled, it was obstructed, so that's why he got 5 dice overall, but like the 4 is what he rolled. 2 hits into Rick. Rolls 2 evades. He's safe. Next shot, we're going to see Ember, most likely into Axe. I think he was the one, yeah, he's the one who hit the cloud. Didn't get anything. We'll spend the lock, spend the focus. Two hits. Axe does not have any ability to save himself. He might have dedicated if it was on a different ship. Yep, so he could get dedicated from Tucker. It probably would be worth it. Doesn't end up doing anything, but it was worth the shot. So Axe will take 1. Yeah, the 3 hard right next turn for Rick is pretty nice. One hit into eyeballs, coming in from Scorch, I believe. Taking a damage to add. He did have bullseye, just making sure. He does have bullseye, and it is obstructed, so he would. It's obstructed, so he should get 4. Okay, didn't change anything. Takes 3 more, and that'll be half points on X. Down to 2. Then 2 more points for FO at the end of the round. and none for Republic. I'm a little surprised we didn't see Wolf claim the objective, just based on where he was. Tucker's action, I think, was a focus, but he is dedicated, so he doesn't have the... I think it was a focus. Otherwise, he rolled and I just missed it. But he doesn't have Born for this, so he can't give his focus over, I don't think. So, while another friendly ship defends, if you are not strained, you may spend your focus token, but he's not special like them. No, he didn't claim any of these objectives. He didn't claim that top one. And I'll be right back. Just gonna go finish making my coffee. Sweet, made it back in just in time. Round 3. Republic is first player. Monarch does not have Anakin in his bullseye, so no ability during the system phase. Tucker will evade. Zeta turned away from everybody. That's interesting. What was her, did she not focus? Oh, she claimed center. Okay. Oh, and then Wolf banked onto the cloud now. We'll take a damage. It's alright. He wasn't looking at anybody anyways, I don't think. He would have had a shot. Ember will bank in. That's a little bit of a scary position. I would almost want to... If you're right here and you're Ember, you probably just want to focus and not move. Because your rolls don't fit. If the roll fit, you 100% should roll and boost just a block. But it doesn't fit, so you just sit there and look pretty. We do see the 3 hard by Rick. Probably just want to focus. But you really need to claim as well. Yeah, the only way you stop Kylo from doing that one hard barrel roll jam to you is, or barrel roll focus. I don't think he has a barrel roll focus. But the only way you stop is if you do the roll. Yep, there it is. You called it, Seville. And then he's going to roll straight on, has perfect bullseye onto Rick. Rick will at least get the extra dice, so he should be fine. We see Anakin one hard. I believe he's also in Scorch's bullseye, so you don't want to stay there. Did the force boost? You probably just lock Kylo. Yep, Kylo did jam, but Rick had evade and focus. So you got to choose. Three dice from Anakin going into Kylo. We'll spend the lock. I'm not sure what they're clicking. Gets 2 hits and a crit into Kylo. Can he roll average greens? He does. He'll be perfectly fine, just needing to spend a force. Three hits, 2 hits and a crit going into Anakin. Anakin will also be fine after spending a force. Wish my Anakin could evade like that. Next, we're going to see Kylo, range 1 bullseye. And not the best roll. You wish you had Predator still. Annie has a single force left. We're going to see Scorch take another stress. 3 dice going into Annie. Not great. Three eyeballs. Will have to spend the force to not take damage. Chooses to take a shield instead. I disagree with that. You always spend it while you got it. Especially on 2 greens, you're really not guaranteed to get anything. And he had 3 force, if I'm not mistaken. If they were supposed to have a different amount of force, I definitely missed it. We know he's completely out now. Three hits into Zeta, so that'll be half points. No shot from Tucker, but he does remember the ability. Yep, I agree that the 2 hard is a really nice maneuver here. But he definitely does need the points because FO's just racking them up currently. The nice thing about where Kylo is this next turn is he can either 3-bank right, or he can do the 1 hard again and just focus jam Anakin. Then even if Anakin does the Talon roll, he doesn't have the force to remove the required stuff to still be able to focus or anything. At max, he would have a force. And you can send everybody to kind of either face Rick or Anakin. I agree that you kind of need to run away with Anakin. It's just like, where do you go? Everybody's staring at you anyways. Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike the 3-bank. I just think it puts you in a really weird spot for the next turns. It would get you away. It's just turning back in to eventually get back in the fight. Because if you do that, then you're spending your only force to boost roll, and then you're kind of left with no force, and you don't want to turn back in with no force. Yeah, that's not a terrible decision either, because Kylo can claim it, and Annie's not going to sit there and claim it too. So you will still have majority. I like the focus jam just personally because you might have a decent shot on Rick, depending on where he goes. I don't know. Because what I'm thinking with what you could do with Kyle is you could either 1 hard left or right, and either one's a great option. Three straight by Tucker. Chose not to do the 2 hard, but he will claim. I'm surprised they're using energy chargers to show who's claimed instead of using the claim action, but Zeta did a 3K or 4K? 4K. And poor Axe landed right in her bullseye. Yep. Nice barrage as well. We'll see if Zeta even lives to shoot. Good turn in by Ember. Take a lock focus. If you can shoot Axe, that would be huge, but you're just out of his arc. Needed to do the 1 hard. Yeah, I thought everybody was going to do a 2 hard Sev. If I was that FO player, I would have been scared to turn in. He does the boost, the lock boost, instead of just lock focusing? I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess you get range 1. Rick will take the evade and most likely boost. Rick still had an action. Yep, he boosts. Kylo did a bank. He's not in range of this objective. He can check for it, but he's not in range. So I think what you do is you just focus. Nope, takes the lock instead. Oh right, because this isn't optics version. This is just conch version. I'm still thinking on the conch. The ion missile, where you want to have the focus so you can optics everything. You can boost barrel roll, but that won't get you out of arc. The boost will put you right here, and you're just gonna barrel roll to range 2 anyways. You might be able to force obstruction, but it's really close. I don't even think the obstruction goes through the cloud. He does the force barrel roll into claim. And what you can do with here with Von Reg, so you can do the strainful barrel roll back over here, and you can boost back in and not get shot. And that's why I love outmaneuver Von Reg and not this Von Reg. Takes the deplete. Yeah, if you're gonna take the deplete, you might have as well just rolled to the outside and boosted back in to not get shot, because it's about the same thing. It's not going full offense. You would have taken the strain if he was doing that. Oh, you're meaning for Annie. Never mind. Now we're gonna see 4 dice back into Von Reg. That's a good shot still. Von Reg rolls out of it. No damage. So you're lucky to see that. We are seeing a concussion missile from Kylo being shot at Annie. Just in range 2. We'll spend the lock on those 2 dice. Still can't get 3. We'll plink another shield off of Anakin. Now we're seeing Wolf shoot range 3 obstructed into Zeta. She should be okay, or at least live through this shot. Should get 1 more. She has a crit I don't know about. Nope. Dies anyways, so I won't bother saying anything. But she should have rolled 5 because it was obstructed range 3. Scorch rolling 3 dice into Anakin. Geez, Scorch, do your damn job. Roll better. Anakin's fine. Scorch is like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I just can't hit him. Shooting blanks over here. And you wish he's had the focus with Ember. I see why he boosted. It was probably to get out of the way of Kylo now. And he'll get the natty evade with Wolf. I don't think he needs Born for this. So we'll see 1 point for Yoann and 2 for Monarch. Zeta is dead. Axe really should be scared of Kylo. I could agree. Or we're going to see Kylo 1 hard left and go for Wolf. Going to be going on to round 5 soon. And Republic isn't in a great position to turn in on anybody, I don't think. Yeah, I don't hate the evade roll. I'd agree. I also don't mind sacrificing Axe and claiming the objective. If you expect him to die anyways. Yeah, but if Kylo claims back, you're taking away his action to lock, and his turret's facing the wrong way, so... Like, that's a win, right? If you claim and Kylo claims back and he can't shoot you anyways. Oh, that was a nice turnaround by Tucker. Ember is now staring the wrong way. Does have pattern analyzer at least, so he can still roll. Just what he'll do. That doesn't work. You can't take your strain roll lock with pattern, I don't believe. Right? I'm not mistaken about that. You can't. Pattern is its own separate thing, and then your ability is a different one. Can do pattern proud. We'll take the evade, probably just focus with Rick. The roll's nice too. I'll give you credit. That is nice to roll out so you can 3 hard back in. And now Kylo's left in the position he needs to kind of claim this objective if you want majority, or he turns his turret to try and kill X. But he only has focus rotate. He doesn't have lock rotate, I don't think. I don't think that's one of the actions. No. Republic does not have all the objectives currently. I think Scorch claimed the bottom right one. Anakin can probably claim it back though. He does. He can't rotate jam. That's not one of the actions. Is anybody shooting Anakin or Kylo? Does it matter here? No. Okay. No, it's not an action. No one's shooting Kylo, so I won't bother saying anything about it. I don't want to interfere too much. It's the one of the 2 actions they don't have. The 2 things that they don't have is the focus boost and the rotate jam. And I don't know why Annie didn't claim. Still 2 hits after spending the focus. Ember will be fine. You're going to see Von Rig shoot 3 dice at Rick, who's evaded and focused. Has the Proud Tradition focus, so can spend it. Rick will be fine. Spends his focus, and he's fine. Yeah, actually, I like that. Spend the evade, then the focus to flip Proud. That could have been a good combo. I didn't even think about it. No one does. Kylo shot into X range 1, only got 1 hit. It is structural, so X should die this next turn, but he's still hanging on. One hit from Ember. Axe can't mod these dice no matter what. At least from green tokens, I believe. Doesn't need it. Should have rolled 2, I think, as well. I think it was range 3. Yeah. Two more points for Republic. 1 for FO. Tied 7-7 now. I'm a little worried for Ember now. I think you need to turn towards Anakin. Just so you can at least bump him. Because if Anakin starts to flank you, you're in some real problems. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is about these torrents, but whenever I fly against torrents, I tend 9 times out of 10 to lose the game, doing maybe half damage to 1 or 2 of them and losing all my ships. Those things are just unkillable, in my opinion. I hate them. Teddy hates the HMPs, I fucking hate torrents. You'll get 4 hits into one of them, and it'll just be like, oh, double blink, so I'm going to dedicate it and Born for this and evade or focus to him. Plus the fact that they can bring barrage rockets for 3 points. Yeah. Plus Republic makes it even better because at least Empire can't save each other from damage. To be fair, you can say it's crazy Wolf only has 1 damage here, but he also hasn't shot anything the whole game. I mean, he shot at Zeta, I suppose, but there's a barrage rocket lined up that would have killed him anyways. Like, he's just kind of been drifting in a big circle. Uh-oh, he accidentally undid Rick's 3 bank. There he goes. Yeah, there's a lot of spread out damage on Republic. Not all of it due to FO. Some of it due to just self bumps or whatever, but the rocking actually didn't do self damage. It was the self bump by Rick. That's been the only friendly damage. I guess Wolf took a damage as well when he hit the cloud, so 1 and 1. He hit the cloud twice with 2 different ships. Only 1 did damage, and then Rick did a damage to himself. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I sure hope Axe dies here. I'd be a little miffed if he doesn't. But knowing those ships, it'll be fine. He'll live somehow. And what do you get for it? You get 2 points and a fuck you from Wolf. The nice thing about this, at least, is Rick doesn't really have anywhere to go. He can 3 hard in, which I think is what he needs to do. Or he can 5 straight and boost and just take a turn off. FO will be first player. Interesting. Tucker decides not to turn in with like the 2 bank or 1 bank. Goes straight. Axe will turn away. I mean, you might as well roll evade, right? See if he can't juke Kylo or get him to bump Indio. Ember, that is very, very, very brave of you to claim right there. Yeah, the setup was pretty nice for FO originally. They could go through the clouds pretty well. Kylo attempted the 3 hard. It's fine, you still have Archon X. You just kill him. You just hope not to roll 1 hit like you've been doing all game. Rick with a nice 1 bank in towards Kylo. Takes the focus. Vonreg with the 2 straight. I don't know that your 1 hard's fit out, so you probably take the strain to roll, and then you target lock Rick and try and mag pulse him, so Kylo might not take as much damage. Ember stops any green tokens if you're damaged, I'm pretty sure. Focus or calculates. Okay, no, I'm wrong. So if there's a damaged defender, if there's a friendly ship to the defender at range 0 to 1, if the defender is damaged, the defender cannot spend focus or calculate tokens. Yeah, but he cannot stop evade tokens from how I'm reading this. Yeah, can't stop evades. I thought he just turned off all green token modification. See a lock from Annie. Anakin still only has 1 force. We are going to see the second mag pulse from Von Reg. I think that's the smart decision. 2 hits, decent start. Gets the 3rd hit, so no matter what, it hits. Right? Or is he shooting primary? Who's he shooting at? Who did he have locked? I don't see a lock. It's 2 dice, so I mean it's either going into Wolf. Is he shooting Wolf? I guess he is shooting Wolf. I don't understand that. Ember will take another shield. Didn't Anakin also take the lock onto Ember? What was his action? Yeah, he did. Okay. He just rolled it into a blank. So 1 more shield into Ember, which will cause half points, and 1 shield on Wolf. Axe is dead, spends the evade, only takes 1. So we'll get 2 points back. Now we're going to see Wolf range 0 or Rick. Rick, range 1 into Kylo. I'd be tempted to shoot Ember here. Only gets 2 because I think Rick still has the focus token. I rolled too many. Okay, so what they're saying is the 1 dice, they just didn't count anyways. Three dice from Ember, gets 3 hits. Yeah, this is Calculate 3PO Wolf, the defensive version. Surprised he didn't reroll his dice. He still has a Calculate. Maybe I missed it, but he took 2 damage under the shields. Scorch, 3 hits into Tucker. Tucker will spend his focus and take nothing. Oh no, this is into Anakin. Okay, I'm lying. I didn't even. That's so close. I wouldn't have even thought he had a shot on him. Tucker shooting back at Scorch. Scorch will take another damage, which will be half points. Because he had already spent his shield, I just missed it for the 4th dice originally into Axe. Yep. You are correct, George. $13 to $11 after the points. And now, if you are Ember, I think you have to 1 hard and roll right, even if you take the deplete, even if you have to turn away, because you can't just keep getting shot by Anakin. That was super brave and dumb to go for the claim there. Yeah, maybe then Rick eats you, but Anakin's like guaranteed kill. Because what you can do with Ember is you can roll, then boost out, and at least get 3. Rick will have to decide. Yeah, I suppose you could 5 straight. Puts you right about here. You could roll boost away. I don't hate that. I will say, these players have been pretty good on pace of play as well. 6 rounds, 18 minutes left. Yeah, if you're Kylo, you probably 3 hard left and try and see if you can't jam Anakin. Otherwise, you 3 bank maybe to the right if you're not thinking Ember's going there. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember fighting this exact same archetype. If it's George's list, I wish he didn't make it. It's so obnoxious to fight. I'm sorry. It's so bad to fight. I hate it. I hate those torrents. But it's a good list. You did a good job with it. See the 2 bank by Tucker. Not quite in range of the objective, so he'll probably focus. We could see the roll 2. You might be able to block Scorch with that. Yeah, that's a nice roll. I like it. Too hard by Wolf. He can reclaim center. I think that the FO took it last round. It's probably underneath one of Kylo's many force tokens. Yep. So he does still own that one, okay. And then he's gonna double calculate. 5K from Ember. We'll take the Focus Evade with Pattern Analyzer and then Proud Tradition. Do get the bump by Scorch. We'll take the Stress Focus to not die. And then Wolf might have a decent shot into Scorch. I actually really like that move by Ember, because now you have a great shot into Rick if you can live through this Annie one. And if Kylo did a one hard left, if you boost with Rick, that's almost guaranteed death. He already owns center. Republic owns center currently, so there would be no point in that. Evade. Why did he only take the evade? I wish I knew what was going through. He does have center, that's why I'm a little confused. That's why it'd be nice if they would claim these instead of putting objective tokens on them, but FO got 2 points from last turn and they own this one and this one. So I can only assume Republic owns this one. I don't know why he wouldn't have evaded though and then used the focus, like evade focus, because you did the 3 hard, so it's free evade and you can focus. I don't hate the role claim, I just think you need to kill Ember here. You need to get lucky and kill Ember. Because otherwise Rick's gonna take a lot of damage, I think. If you can even get Ember to spend his... Okay, locking Kylo is an interesting choice. I missed Kylo taking a shield too. Kylo will be fine. Spends his force. I don't know why Vonreg didn't take the strain for the lock either. Maybe it's because he's range 1 of Wolf. That could make sense. Is choosing to shoot into Wolf. You're full HP though, so I would have probably risked it. Because Wolf's charge is still up, so he only gets 1 or 2 dice out the back normally, so it'd be 3 versus 2. So you're not dying. Hit crit going into Wolf. He'll spend to calculate. Just take a crit, and it is weapons failure. I don't know, maybe it's because of how I play it, but I would have 100% taken that strain, been like, I don't care. I'm gonna kill Rick this turn, and then I'm gonna do something else the next turn. Because the way I'd be looking at it is oh, that's terrible by Rick. Is that Rick or is that Anakin maybe? That might be Anakin. Yeah, it's a Conkin to Annie. Ooh, he is just in range for dedicated. He was just in range. Does get it. Has force. I mean, you just, right? Oh. Did he spend his force to roll or boost or something? Takes fuel leak. Then they have to check range 0 to 1. Okay, so he's not. Fine. I would have just shot into Rick though, because you have 4 dice and the double mods, right? No, you only have the single mod. 2 hits, and he's fine. Because it's 2 damage to kill anyways onto Annie, and it's 2 damage to get half on Rick, which would have also put you on the win, because you still own 2 objectives. I'm sorry, how is Scorch modifying that? Is he shooting into Anakin? He is. But how's he rolling 3? Did I miss something? Yeah, I'm asking them. Okay, gets hit crit. And he takes a crit and will die to fuel lake anyways. So same result, but definitely shouldn't have been rolling 3. And that will be Yoann with the win. I believe he's Wolfpack as well. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yoann is Wolfpack, so that means Wolfpack will take the win for this week. GG to all involved. Thanks for joining the stream, and I'll see y'all later.